All right, everybody. In this box right here is where you will see a link that will actually take you to this conversation. So I don't know why I'm telling you that. The following boxes need a little bit of explanation. Okay. So before we move on, I need you to watch this video. This one right here is cuando. It basically means when. So if I were to ask you, ¿cuándo fuiste de vacación? When did you go for vacation? You would say yo fui en mayo, or yo fui en junio, or yo fui en julio, or yo fui en agosto. Like, cuando, when did you go somewhere? Cuando fuiste a la tienda? When did you go to the store? You would not say in May. That's ridiculous. Yo fui a la tienda ayer. I went to the store yesterday. Okay? So be aware of that. Por cuánto tiempo is for how much time or for how long. Depends on how you want to review that. All right. So, por cuánto tiempo fuiste de vacación? How much time did you go for your vacation? You could say, fui por el mes de mayo y junio. I went for the entire month of May and June. All right. Let's move to the right now. Por qué? This is the why question. This is that higher level, give me some feeling. If I were to say, ¿por qué fuiste al zoológico? Why'd you go to the zoo? Para ver los animales, to see the animals. If you want to just be lame and say, para ver algo, to see something, that's cool too. If I say, ¿por qué fuiste a la playa? Why did you go to the beach? Para descansar. If I say, ¿por qué fuiste a Busch Gardens? Para divertirme, to enjoy myself. ¿Por qué fuiste a la casa de tu abuela? Why did you go to your grandma's house? You could say, para hacer algo, to do something. Or you could say, para visitar alguien, to visit someone. Either one of those is absolutely acceptable. Para hacer algo is like a checklist, I guess, whatever. So you're going to want to be able to use all of these when responding to the following questions that will be in the upcoming slides. Okay, so over here we have con quiénes or con quién. This is basically asking who'd you go. So con quién fuiste de vacación? Who'd you go with for vacation? You could say yo fui solo if you're a guy, or yo fui solo if you're a girl. Okay. ¿Con quién fuiste al centro comercial? Who did you go to the mall with? Yo fui con amigos if there's guys and girls, or just guys. If it's all girls, you would say yo fui con amigas. Okay. Next, you have yo fui con familia. For example, ¿por qué fuiste a visitar tu abuela con tu familia? If I literally asked you, why did you go to visit your grandma? And then you have to say, porque ella es muy divertida, because she's really fun. And then you could say with an organization like Los Boy Scouts, mi equipo de deportes, my sports team, or 4-H, which is interesting because I don't think there's a 4-H in Norfolk. That's like the club where you guys hang out with animals and you get graded on how well you can make cows and chickens and stuff like that grow and do stuff. You don't have that in Norfolk. Moving on. The next question is, ¿cómo? This is the word how, like, ¿cómo fuiste a vacación? How did you go on vacation? I'd probably say ¿cómo llegaste? Or ¿cómo viajaste? But that's a whole separate issue. ¿Cómo fuiste? You could say yo fui en autobús. ¿Cómo fuiste a Italia? How'd you go to Italy? Yo fui en avión. I went in a plane. ¿Cómo fuiste a Mexico? How'd you go to Mexico? And because I'm mean, I would probably make you do it this way. I would say, yo fui en bicicleta. All right. ¿Cómo fuiste a las montañas? How did you get to the mountains? Yo fui a pie. You could also say, yo fui caminando. Okay. If I were to ask you, ¿cómo fuiste a escuela? You could be fancy and say, yo fui en barco. Remember barco. Diego y sus amigos, Ave Maria. Okay. Barco. Okay. If you're like over 16 and you have a car, and I ask you, ¿cómo fuiste a la casa de tu abuela? You would say, yo fui en carro. All right. And then if I were to ask you, how did you get to DC? ¿Cómo fuiste al Distrito de Colombia? You would say, yo fui en tren, is perfectly acceptable. You could also say, yo fui en ferrocarril, which is like ferrocarril, which is an old way of saying train. So that is this slide here. You will add and use these pieces to create sentences in the upcoming slides, so make sure you can come back to it.